Hello guys and welcome to my first Let's Play. Today I want to show you a pretty cool game I recently came along with. It's called Faeria. It's a game from some Belgian developers. It was a Kickstarter project and got successfully funded. It's like a mixture of a collectible card game as well as a tactical board game. Let's say Hearthstone and chess would have had a baby, which came out in some kind of hexagon field battle with a card deck or whatever. So let's just head on into the game. So let's enter Faeria. As I told you, Faeria is a mixture of a collectible card game and strategy board game. You got to build some decks. This is more or less like in every card game, like Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone, whatever, where you can build a deck from several cards. Like in Magic the Gathering, you have like colors, which in this game are different kind of lands. First off, we got prairies, which are the neutral cards. Every color or land can play neutral cards, and those cards can be played on every tile on the battlefield. Then you got the forest or green, which only can be summoned on green fields. Same for lakes, mountains, and desert. As a short explanation, over here you see the mana cost of the card, and these are the land requirements. So, for example, the Fleshwind will cost 0 Faeria, which is a synonym for mana, but you need to have 2 devils deployed. But to show you how this will work in detail, we'll just play a game against the CPU. So there's a short solo mode. It's more likely just a tutorial, so not a real single player or something. It just gets you through the basics of the game and will provide you with some of the more basic cards of the game. So we'll just head into one red mission. I just finished a wall, so nothing special here. And it's just needed for leveling up. So you'll need like level 8, which you can get in just a few hours, to play ranked games against other players. You can play unranked against other players from the beginning. So, like in other card games, there's a mulligan mechanic. If you play first, you gotta draw 3 cards, and you can either redraw all 3 or just keep them. If you play second, you will get an additional card which provides you 1 neutral land, a prairie, and 2 Faeria, which more likely can be compared to the Hearthstone coin. So I'm just going to keep this card, or this hand, and start my game. So over here, this is your current Faeria count. In this game, each round you will get 3 Faeria. Then you will have those 4 Faeria knots on the board. At the start of your round, if one of your creatures is adjacent to one of the nuts, it will earn or harvest the Faeria. So you can get like 4 Faeria from the board, 3 base Faeria per turn, which is like 7, and you also can do 1 action per turn, which is either placing one of the colored lands, desert, mountain, forest, or lake. You can play 2 neutral lands, or you can just draw an additional card, as you normally draw a card at the beginning of the turn, automatically, or you can just save up or get instantly 1 Faeria. So let's just develop a mountain here. So next turn we can place another mountain, and we meet the requirement to play the Tiki Caretaker. We also got the Explorer in our hand, which is a neutral card, so we need an additional Faeria to play him, and we don't need to meet another requirement to play him, as he can be played on every land type, new So how are the land types built? You have to build those land types either adjacent to your orb. This is most likely where every player will start building lands, or you can play it adjacent to an existing land of yours, or you can play it adjacent to an existing land which is occupied by a creature of yours. So, for example, you can move your own creature on an enemy's land, and then you can build a land adjacent to it. So let's just end turn here. So he's playing red deck as we have chosen a red mission. So we'll just play the Tiki Caretaker. Tiki Caretaker got gift. Gift means that he can give a creature +3/+3. So he can also target himself, but he could also target a creature we already had on the battlefield. So many of the creatures come with some bonus abilities, which can be compared with Battle Cry from Hearthstone, which is gift. We have ranged in this example, which means that he can shoot in straight lines, which are displayed here when I mouse over it. The Boulder Thrower, for example, he just gains +3/+0 in your own turn, which means that he's like defenseless on my turn. So for the moment, we'll just develop the board. Here, and that's it. Next turn, we want to start building up deserts, so we can play the Choking Sands we have in hand to destroy creatures with 3 or less attack. And, for example, all those explorers. The explorers are like combination cards. They are pretty cool to play if you play like multicolored decks. In multicolored decks, if you got 2 of each lands, in our example 2 green forests or 2 yellow and 2 yellow deserts, you'll get additional stats, which is like +1/+1 if you control 2 deserts and +0/+2 if you control 2 mountains. But for the moment, let's just end the round and move forward. So, as you can see here, he's just denying us building straightforward to his face. What we want to achieve in this game is we want to attack his orb and get him to 0. So next turn we'll just attack the Pulse Thrower if we can, if he's not playing some minion here, but he is. No problem that far, we'll just move on to his tile. As I just told you, from there on we can simply build a new land just next to his to our creature, and we'll develop further to his orb. We don't want to fight him, we'll just choke him away, as yellow is the only color which got like hard removal cards. I really like to splash him. There's another creature, it's an haste creature. Haste means this creature got summoning sickness. As you have maybe noticed before, creatures have to wait a turn before they can take any action. So we'll play it aggressive. We'll just play the god. He got haste. He also got 2 additional attack if he attacks gods. So I'll just attack him. I'll choke away his creature again, just to be sure that he can't kill our follower. So let's end the turn. As you can see, in this game, board presence is really important, and from that point on, we'll just destroy his creatures and go face. Also, we'd like to build a forest here, so we can play our heavy creatures right next to his orb. to attack him, and also just move on with our Grizzly. We could have moved here to gather the Faeria and played the Explorer here, but I'd like to play the Force next turn. As this is a CPU game, yeah, it's not that hard to win against. So we play him. Now we can just use the Faeria button. There's a Soul Pact, and Soul Pact is an event, as there are 3 types of cards. There are events, which are like spells. There are creatures, and I don't have one in my deck here. There are structures, which are like buildings. Structures can be placed on every of your land tiles. They don't care if it's a red creature structure or a green one, you can just play it. Structures are different from creatures, that they can't move, but they got something like activate effects, where you can just click it and do damage, or they got like production effects, where at the beginning of your turn they do something, or they have something like, if you summon the first creature this turn, it'll get buffed, or something like that. So we'll play our event, get additional 2 Faeria, and we play our Explorer. As we meet the requirements for both deserts and forests, he'll get additional bonus stats here. And let's end turn. So the enemy's on the clock, we got like board control, and he most likely will die next turn. So there, for example, it's a buff spell, green got a lot of buff things, and also healing one. So just to show you, you can heal yourself. We could draw another card if you would need an answer for this threat here, but for now, let's just end the turn, end the game, and win it. So that's some kind of debate of the game, so I hope you got an impression. What I would like to talk to you now is the cost of the game. At the moment, the game is available in Steam Early Access, which means you can get it for around 25 bucks. Later on, it will be a free-to-play game, so you won't have to pay anything. If you go to the shop, we see there's a full collection button. I just bought full collection as I'm pretty addicted to this game. It's pretty awesome, where you can buy all cards in the game for like 50 bucks. You will get refunded for each booster you have bought before buying the full collection. So if you, for example, just played enough to get 30 boosters and you got like 20 boosters for the early access, which comes along with those 20, you will get back the gold for all 50 boosters, which is why I got like 10,000 gold. This is a pretty fair price compared to other card games. If I highly invest like 50 euro in Hearthstone, I wouldn't even come close to getting all available cards. And showing you the cards, there are a lot of them, and you can have them like 3 times, except for legendaries, which are unique. So this is a lot of cards and a lot of value for just 50 euro. To be honest, I bought the full collection while ranking up. The ranking system is more or less, just give you a look, like in Hearthstone, where you rank up starting with rank 25, and when I got close to the rank 15, where I am right now, I start meeting players with full collections, which have like 2 to 4 legendaries in their deck, and it got really frustrating playing those decks without having access to all the good cards, so I decided to buy it. If you don't want to pay, the system how you can earn your boosters is very generous, as you will get 10 gold per win, and you will get 1 booster for 100 gold, which is like 1 booster got 10 wins, which is 3 times better than in Hearthstone, where you get 10 gold per 3 wins. And I need to show you another thing. There are level rewards. You will be rewarded with 1 booster per level up. There's a max level of 30, so while climbing all the way up to level 30, you will already get like 30 boosters. And on rank 5, 13 to 18, 23 to 27, you'll also get additional gold, which you can invest in boosters also. So I would say in the time you'll rank up to 30 without investing any more money, you'll easily get over 100 boosters, and you can get a good collection. There's also a crafting system where you can disenchant your existing cards and like craft new ones, but you will lose like 75% of your value, as you will disenchant it for like 25% of the value, and yeah, you'll craft it. In this case, you will get 20 for disenchanting, and you get and it costs you 80 just to craft this card. So as a first resume with like several hours, I would say like 80 or something in this game, I think this game is highly addicting, highly strategical and tactical game, and I really recommend it to give it a try. For all those who don't want to pay the 25 bucks, you can just wait till I think end of the year, and this game will be free to play. Or you could check like eBay. Some of the Kickstarter backers are selling their keys, or they got additional keys, so you could get lucky and get it even cheaper. So I hope you really enjoyed the first Let's Play here, and you got a good expression of the game. Try it out, leave me a comment, or just watch me play it on my Twitch channel. So, thank you all, and see you around.